What's going on, everyone? It's time for another um, thriller film review. Today we're going to talk about a film called The Oxford Murders. It was released by Magnolia Pictures January 18th, 2008. Stars Elijah Wood, Jonah Hart, John Hurt, Connor Wheaton, and Julie Cox, who actually looks pretty fine in this one. It was produced by Mandalina Bisovic and written by George Gusciavera and co-written and directed by Alexandre de la Iglesia, who also did films like 30 Coins, The Day of the Beast, Witching and Bitching, and The Last Circus. This had a budget of $14.1 million. And yeah, I think it was a flop when it came out. So this is a thriller of a genius math student played by Elijah Wood who goes to Oxford University in Britain, and he starts learning about this murder case which they're having trouble solving, and he actually thinks that if you solve a certain math equation, it can help. And he tries to convince his professor, played by John Hurt, to help him out. So they go on this crazy little um, mouse hunt to try to find the killer in hopes of him breathing, hopes of Elijah Wood's character to bring justice to the families and stuff. And amidst all this, he finds a love interest and has some interesting sexual encounters with her, and which ends up causing a little bit of the investigation to derail a bit. Yeah. Overall, this film is super slow. It takes a while for this movie to pick up. The first hour is a drag. Like, it's not that the characters are pretty paper thin in this, and so it's not. There's a lot of unnecessary dialogue scenes and things like that put into it. Now, it does start picking up at a certain spot. We'll just say it's the spaghetti incident. Yeah, the sexual scene with spaghetti that happens, and once that happens, more stuff picks up after that. This one has one of the darkest scenes, that red herring scenes I've ever seen in a movie. If you have like a special needs child and stuff like that, don't let them watch this. If you are sensitive to that stuff, this one is going to be very dark for you, because they basically try to pin it on a guy who accidentally crashed a bus with special needs kids, and where he actually isn't the killer and stuff. But yeah, it gets pretty dark in that sense, which I actually like. I like when movies try to go the bold route like that, and it really helps with making it more gripping. This film really needed that at that point. And then once you realize who it is, it's pretty obvious and stuff. You might catch it on early if you pay attention close enough, but for the most people I know, they catch on shortly after that. And yeah, overall, it's a pretty standard thriller, though, with some dark, weird scenes in it, but for the most part, it's pretty boring. The cinematography, music, and the acting are all pretty good in it, too, but overall, I just thought it was a little too little substance for the length of the film it was, and they could have been cut down quite a bit more, and it probably would have been a little easier to palate. But for the most part, I thought it was pretty boring for the sake of it. But overall, it was okay. So I'm going to give The Oxford Murders a 2 out of 5. Wasn't the best, but definitely seen way worse. So yeah, it is on Tubi though, so I'll link it down below so you can watch it for free down there. Also, link down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I share the film to hashtag subject film and hashtag stay aware of it. Also, my letterbox down below, Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitch down below, reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay loop this channel. Like this video, share some more people aware of it. Comment your opinions on the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment them down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hope you find some weird, obscure, and all day bro I never thought of checking it together, and also so hear my opinions on popular films, so come out classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because, well, we're going to be talking about another thriller, a Canadian thriller called Good Neighbors. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those crazy university students think like solve crimes. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.